Yellow Productions presents
Tide pooling in Laguna Beach. I'm Chris.
And Tiffy.
And today we're going to show you around some of the best tide pools in Laguna Beach, California. Laguna Beach has a number of good tide pooling spots, and according to the City of Laguna Beach lifeguards, this cove, Shaw's Cove, has very good tide pooling on both sides.
The entrance to Shaw Cove is located at the intersection of Cliff Drive and Fairview Street. To get to the beach, you take this staircase next to the sign that says Shaw's Cove.
For the best time to come tide pooling, you'll want to come at low tide. The best low tides are the negative tides. Check out a tide chart and find a negative tide, and then come tide pooling at that time. December and January are often the best tide pooling months. One of the most important things when you come tide pooling is proper footwear. You want footwear that you can walk on the rocks and get wet at the same time. Pandas, they don't have to worry about footwear, but humans, we do. Keen makes these really good shoes that you can use to get wet and walk on rocks and have good ankle support. So you can slosh around in the tide pools and have fun. As you walk around, try to stay on the dry rocks. This is the best place to walk. You'll get the most traction. Over here where it's wet and there's the plant life, that's going to be really, really slippery. Don't walk there because you'll probably slip and fall. Let's check out some of the sea life in these tide pools. At the tide pools, you'll find a lot of shells that wash up of old mussels. Here, there's actually what used to be a lobster. If we walk this way in this little crevice, some of the best places to find the sea life is where it's wet and not wet at the same time. So when we come over here, we can see right here, there's a collection of 4 sea anemones. Sea anemones are by far the most common, but around this sea anemone, you can see a whole bunch of little crabs walking around.
This little crab here, he almost gets caught by the sea anemone. You can see the sea anemone tentacles start to grab onto him as he pulls away. Who's gonna win, sea anemone or crab? Well, the crab, he makes it away from this one.
For some of the best sea life watching action, find these shallow couple-inch pools of water. In here, there's a lot of crab. Let's check them out.
Here, there's about 10 little crabs walking around. And now from another angle, top down.
And then over here, we see a purple sea urchin. Take a look at that.
And next to that sea urchin was another big sea anemone. And if you look close enough, you can even catch a couple of little fish darting around in this pool. If you're lucky, you might even find a starfish. This one was from one of my previous tide pool adventures in Malibu.
And I'll say here, you can look at these orange plants as they look like they're waving in the wind, except they're waving in the waves. As the waves come in, they wave towards the cliff. As the waves go out, they wave back towards the sea. It's kind of a very calming wave. So if you're looking for some good tide pools in Southern California, check out Shaw's Cove in Laguna Beach. But remember, leave everything where you found it. It's a protected marine habitat, so leave the animals here for other people to see. Oh hey, you're still here. Well, thanks for watching. Click here to subscribe, or follow me on Facebook, Twitter, or Google+. You might also be interested in watching some of these other videos. Click any of them to watch.